Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing polishes that I wore in the month of December with you. I kind of took the month of December off from swatching. I did a couple things here and there, but for the most part I pretty much stuck with wearing what I wanted to, stuck with spending some time with my nephew and just overall focusing on family time as opposed to my nails. So I wore a lot of manicures. I am very excited to share these with you. In the description box I will link as many as I can find. Some of them were exclusive polishes, so not all of them are available right now. And if a brand does not have the polish available, I will just link their website so you can further explore their offerings. So I wore 8 manicures this month, and let's go ahead and get started. The first manicure I wore, I absolutely knew I wanted to save for December. It's a Piranha from my brand Pampered Polishes. This is kind of a deeper cranberry red, absolutely loaded with holographic flakes. As soon as this was made, as soon as Amy gave me the description for what she wanted color-wise, I was like, let's add some holographic flakes in there and let's make this a Christmas polish. So this is absolutely a hands-down Christmas polish in my opinion. Formula I think is good. I got full opacity in 2 coats, no issues with formula whatsoever. I did slap a nice thick glossy top coat on top of this to help it shine to its fullest potential, and was totally happy. So in my swatch photo you're going to see 2 coats of It's a Piranha and a glossy top coat. After getting into the Christmas spirit there, I wanted to wear something gold. However, I wasn't really in the mood for a metallic-y kind of gold, so I went with Kismet from Color Club. This is I mean, it's like a gold, green, silver linear holographic. It wasn't the punch of gold that I was exactly looking for. I wanted like a gold holographic glitter, but not in glitter form, if that makes sense. It doesn't make sense because I don't have anything like that. I don't have anything like what I'm thinking of in my head anyway. But this one was pretty. I got full opacity in 2 coats. It's got a very thin formula to it, so it did chip really quickly. But overall it was stunning and it did serve its purpose. So my swatch photo, you're going to see 2 coats of Kismet and a glossy top coat. The next manicure I wore was a combination manicure. I did start off with 2 or 3 coats, I did not write it down, of Coconut Milk Sorbet from Cuccio. This is just a white jelly polish. Very sheer. I do believe I did 3 coats of it. It's not like the most even of applications, and this was when she had her square brush or her square bottle. I prefer the softness of the brushes on her round bottles. That way I just get a more even application. However, I do really like the jelly of this. It's not, again, like I said, super even, but I do think it is the perfect amount of sheer. But since it's not super even, I did go in, I believe, with 3 coats. And then I topped it off with my brand Pampered Polishes, the Enchanted Rose. This is a clear base full of red metallic flakes. Again, this is something that just kind of said Christmas to me, the combination of the two. I really wanted to wear this over a stark white to give a kind of candy cane effect, but I did that on a swatch wheel and it was just a little bit too stark for what I was feeling at the time. So I do think this was a perfect combination. I'm having a really hard time speaking today, but I do think this was a great combination. A nice soft jelly white base with a nice bright metallic flake topper. So that was Cuciccio's Coconut Milk Sorbet, topped off with 1 coat of Pampered Polishes, the Enchanted Rose, and all slapped together with a nice glossy top coat. So the next manicure I wore was actually a nail art. I don't have all of the polishes in front of me that I used, but every year my friend Susan and I, we do kind of a variation on the same plaid and reindeer manicure, and this year she suggested going for a monochrome look. So that's what we did. I know my base color was Scaly Girl from my brand Pampered Polishes. This is a white crelly with matte black flakes, and then I know I used KB Shimmer's white and black, and then I used a stamping polish, the metallic silver from What's Up Nails. I used Stars from Starly over the cream polishes, and then that dark gray is an OPI. I'm just not sure which one. But that did create this manicure. I also guess I should probably say the stamping plates on this that I used. The stamping plate is Uber Chic's Pretty in Plaid. And then, oh my gosh, and then I used a nail decal, a nail vinyl from another brand, and I've had this vinyl for like 6 years now because we use it every year. So I don't know who that's from. Anyway, all that to say is she suggested that. I did it on one hand for like the photo, but I loved it so much that I put it on my other hand and I wore it around for a few days, and I loved this manicure. I never really thought of a black and white monochrome look for Christmas, but I really was vibing with that. So that was my next manicure. So the next manicure I wore was Glittering Garland from by Danny Vienna. Now this one was a Polish Pickup exclusive, but it's a deep kind of forest green jelly, and then it's got these extra large flakes that go from a almost lime green to a Kelly green to a blue at extreme angles, and then it's got a scattering of red glitter in here. And this absolutely looked like a Christmas tree on the nails. So cute. As soon as I swatched this one, it's another one that I was like, that needs to be worn in December. So I did just that. I don't always get to do just that, but I did just that, and I loved this. I did do 3 coats of this. I polished it off with a nice thick glossy top coat. It did dry with a little bit of texture, but nothing that one coat of a thicker top coat didn't hide. I will say about this, however, I used my base coat as I do every time I wear a full manicure, and I had some serious staining. I still have some, I don't know if you can tell from here, but I do still have some staining. It's not terrible, but I don't want to like buff it out, and I don't want to like do anything else because my nails have been super weak and breaking and brittle lately, so I don't want to do anything to them. But I did have some staining after removing this polish. I'm not totally upset about it. Staining happens, but just bear that in mind. I did use a base coat and I did experience staining. But in my swatch photo, you're going to see 2 coats of Glittering Garland from by Danny Vienna and a glossy top coat. The next manicure I wore is Ribbon Candy from Noodles Nail Polish. This is a white crelly with a variety of green and red metallic glitter in a couple different sizes. I love a white crelly. I love Noodles Nail Polish's crelly formula. I think this was gorgeous for Christmas. I ended up getting full opacity in 2 coats. I had no issues with opacity. All the glitters spread out super evenly across the nail. I didn't have to do any kind of manipulation. A beautiful formula to work with. I was just overall super happy with this one. I had to keep this one on as long as possible. This was definitely my longest worn manicure of the month with 8 days worth of wear. I did also use a nice thick glossy top coat over this. After a few days, my top coat kind of shrunk a little bit, so I did reapply another top coat and I was good to go for the next 5 days after that. So this was gorgeous. In my swatch photo, you're going to see 2 coats of Ribbon Candy from Noodles Nail Polish and a glossy top coat. The next polish that as soon as I swatched it said to myself, this needs to be worn in the month of December. This is Son of Man, again from my brand Pampered Polishes. I know we have done quite a few of them. I'm trying not to focus solely on my brand and also not exclude them or exclude it. And I'm trying to be somewhere in the middle of that where I don't seem super biased, but this one really said Christmas to me too. Amy just decided to pull out all the Christmas stops on me this year. But Son of Man, this is a kind of grass green jelly, and then it's full of a variety of different size white matte glitter. I loved this manicure. Again, I know it's my brand. I know it seems biased, but this was so cute and so fun. I really enjoyed this one. I did do 3 coats of it for 100% full opacity, and I loved it. I loved the depth that the green jelly created. Seeing through to each layer really kind of, it like tints the white glitter underneath each layer, and it gives a really beautiful pond effect. So I loved that. Again, I did do 3 coats. I did have to polish this one off with a nice thick top coat for everything to lie smoothly and give a nice bright shine to it. But that's just the standard nature of glitter, and I'm not mad at it whatsoever. So in my swatch photo, you're gonna see 3 coats of Son of Man from my brand Pampered Polishes in a glossy top coat. The next manicure I wore is another combination manicure, and I'm not even 100% sure that I'm supposed to be sharing these with you right now because this is from the Spring Summer 2023 release from Cuccio, but so in my swatch video for this collection, you're gonna see that I put a glitter. I did like the half and half manicure. I put a glitter on half of my nails and then I used it as a topper on the other half of my nails, and I used it as a topper over this. But as I was swatching this and I had just the glitter and just the cream on, I loved it. So I decided to repeat that manicure in a full manicure and was absolutely stoked about how it turned out. So anyway, on two nails, I did 3 coats of La Dolce Vita from Cuccio, and this is a just plain rose gold glitter in a clear base. And then on my other 3 nails, I did Popular in Puglia, which is a kind of soft rose pink cream. I have been that person forever who has always looked at pinks, especially soft pinks, as Christmas colors. These kind of dusty, rosy kind of colors are absolutely Christmas colors to me. Maybe not like a hot, bright pink, but when brands come out with pinks in their Christmas colors or in their Christmas collections, I get that. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. So this combination absolutely screamed Christmas to me, and I was super stoked with how it turned out. Again, I did do 3 coats of the glitter. I did 2 coats of the cream. I finished everything off with a glossy top coat and was happy with this manicure for a few days, including on Christmas. So my swatch photo, you're going to see 2 and 3 coats of La Dolce Vita and Popular in Puglia from Cuccio. And the last manicure that I wore, which I took off this morning so I could do some more swatching, this is Love Remedy from Ice Cream Nails. Ice Cream Nails makes my all-time favorite soft pink cream in the shade Lovelies. That's the name of it, and it is available on their site. My all-time favorite soft pink cream. I was going to wear that one, but I was literally scraping for the first coat, and I knew I wouldn't be able to make 2, potentially 3 coats out of it. So I was very upset about that, but I looked in my Ice Cream Nails drawer knowing that they have released many soft pinks in the day, and Love Remedy got pulled out. This is definitely a lot whiter than Vovalicious is, but I do think it is a good until I bite the bullet and order a replacement bottle of Vovalicious. I do think it is a good temporary replacement. Anyway, this is a very, 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 very pale pink. I would call it a white if I was just looking at it on somebody else, but like in contrast to a white, it does have a pink tint to it. So it is a very soft pink. I did need 3 coats of this, and I did need 3 thicker coats of this. I do really like Vovalicious also because it's such a soft, light pink that I can get fully opaque in 2 coats. But I did need 3 coats of this. Pretty standard of this kind of color, so I'm not totally upset with it, and I did finish it off with a glossy top coat for longevity purposes. So in my swatch photo, you're going to see 3 coats of Love Remedy from Ice Cream Nails and a glossy top coat. So I do feel like this was a super chatty video, so thank you if you have made it this far. Let me know what you wore in the month of December. Let me know what you wore for Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. Let me know what your kind of big manicure was if you plan things out like that I do. Let me know what your favorite was from the manicures that I had this month, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I will talk to you again next time.